Samsung Smart TV to open up and have a look at here. This is their 7000 class, so this is the 46-inch version from that particular line of products. So this is still a smart TV, so it does have all those smart TV features. So Samsung sort of, some of the selling points are ones that I might not find useful, but somebody probably does. You can watch like a yoga video and do yoga in front of your TV. You can get the camera accessory, and you can Skype on your smart TV. It's got an internet browser, and this one actually includes not only an internet browser but also a full QWERTY keypad remote control. So I'll show you guys that once it's opened up here. So that's kind of neat. That means you can watch your Netflix or YouTube or whatever. You can search for content using a keyboard instead of trying to input it in a way that is a little bit less intuitive and less quick. So we've got our mounting bracket here, and then inside we find some foam. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put that out of the way there. We've also got our base, which is the metal style base that we saw on the 8000 series. But what makes this a 7000 series versus an 8000 series is a couple things. So number one, it doesn't have the metal One Design bezel. So the One Design, actually here, come check out the One Design bezel. So the One Design bezel is basically this super ultra thin bezel. So this one uses a plastic version of it, and instead of a 960 clear motion rate, this one has 720 clear motion rate. So remember, clear motion rate doesn't necessarily refer to the speed of the LCD panel itself, the frequency of it, but it is a combination of that and the modulation of the backlight and the processing that goes on in the TV that achieves that sort of, what Samsung say is the perceived motion rate. So I'm just going to go ahead and prop this here, and we'll have a look at the accessories that are included. So we've got our power adapter, we've got a composite adapter, we've got, these are reinforcers for the VESA mount, we've got component, and then I do want to check out, aside from the 4 AAA batteries that come with it, in order to power it, I do want to check out this remote here. So I'm just going to throw those back in there. So this is their full QWERTY remote. Gives you access to all those cool features. So go ahead, you got to pair this with your TV. Instructions on there, just pull that off. There we go. So you got a little screen here so you can see what you're typing, and you've got a number pad. These are your programmable buttons. Those exist on both sides of the remote, as well as your full QWERTY keyboard, including special characters, which is neat, and navigation buttons, which is also neat, so you can get around in the menu and all that good stuff. And then here you find the buttons that you're typically used to seeing on a TV, you know, your source, your on, off, all that good stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and unveil the TV itself. This is a lot less challenging to do a video on than the last 2 TVs that I did, because it is significantly smaller. So I'm able to handle it a little bit better. But I still do need to put it on the stand, so give me a minute here, guys, and we'll put it on the stand so we can show you it properly. So this is a 3D TV, which I'm not sure if I already mentioned or not, and it also includes Samsung's 2D to 3D conversion. So that means that you can actually, on the fly, hey, check this out. Go from this side to this side. This changes from a 3D to an M. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera though. It's kind of neat. One of those hologram things? Okay, anyway. So that means that you've got their 2D to 3D conversion technology, which allows you to take any content, whether it's TV or games or whatever else the case may be, and you can convert them on the fly to 3D, and the effect is actually really good. We've already seen it on their LCD monitor, like their PC monitor, so it's pretty much the same kind of idea on a television. We've got their micro-dimming technology is also included on this TV, so what that means is deeper blacks and brighter whites, higher contrast ratio overall. And I've talked about the smart TV features. This has, you know what, let's go have a look at all the inputs and outputs, and then, yeah, okay, fine, we'll talk about that now. Cameraman's spending a lot of time looking at the bezel of this one because both he and I actually really like it. So you can see here there's only about, okay, whatever, this much. So between here and here of actual opaque bezel, and then outside of that is a clear bezel. So the difference between the 7000 series and then the 8000 series we looked at before, cameraman already showed you that, is that this one, the One Design bezel is metal, and on this one it's clear plastic. And personally, when standing in front of the display like this, I actually find that the clear bezel makes it look smaller than the metal bezel does. So I actually really like the way the 7000 series TV looks. Okay, so come on over here and have a look at what we got for inputs and outputs. It's all pretty standard on these high-end TVs. So we're probably going to have 4 HDMIs, which we do, 3 USB, including one that supports a hard drive. We've also got digital optical audio out. Moving down, we've got component in, we've got composite in, VGA in, antenna in, audio out, EX link, and LAN. Although you don't necessarily need the LAN connector. I believe this one has built-in Wi-Fi. Yeah, cameraman's giving me the nod. So all of the high-end ones, I believe it's 7000 series and up, have built-in Wi-Fi, whereas the other ones are available with a Samsung Wi-Fi adapter doohickey. You can put that in there and use that with one of the USB ports. So I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to say. I'd say that about sort of around the 7000 series range is where you start getting sort of more bang for your buck. The 8000 series is very expensive. It does have the benefit of being super thin. You've got the metal bezel design versus the plastic bezel design, which is sort of a personal taste, whether you prefer it or not. 9000 series is very expensive, but when you go down to the 6000 series, you start to lose some of the features. So 7000 series looks pretty darn good to me. I kind of wish I had one, but I don't. Thank you for checking out this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Linus Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos. Oh, and since this is the last one we're doing today anyway, let's do like just a quick tour of the new Samsung Showcase store for NCX. We've got this like wooden panel roof thing going on here, and we got lots of Samsung logos. So all share, right? That's a smart TV, so it has all share. So if you got a Samsung tablet or smartphone or whatever else, you can just browse through your pictures on your device, and then you can see them on your TV. We've got the little Samsung 3D logo, so this is where the 3D plasma is going to go. And I think that gives you sort of a pretty good feel for what this place is going to look like. It'll be open in a couple weeks, so I hope to see you there. Don't forget to subscribe.